Makers, the final frontier. These are the adventures of the YouTube channel Little History. Its eternal mission to explore strange new marvels, to seek out new kits and new brands, to boldly go where no scratch build has gone before. Makers are go! Welcome to the longest intro in history show. Welcome all, massive hi to Scott from Tasmania joining me today on Thursday evening show. How you doing, Scott?
Good, but we got somebody else with us here too.
Oops.
Hey, Carl.
See, he left it to the last minute to come in. That's why.
He likes to steal the show, that's what it is. He's steal the limelight instantly by dropping in. Let's fix this, go like that. I'll make me small, put Carl up there, put Marcus there. Marcus, my friend from Sweden, how you doing?
I'm all right. All good. Thank you.
Excellent. Carl, how you doing, mate? Welcome aboard.
I'm all right. Thanks for having us in.
Hi, Michelle.
Enjoying the sun.
Come here, camera. There we go. And the one and only from Scotland, Master Panzer Cat.
Meow. Hello, folks. Good evening. Did
And
you miss me over the last couple of days?
I will get to the chat in just a minute. We've missed you. We've missed you, Panzer. We've missed you, Marcus. Welcome back to one of my streams. I'm all sunburned, a bit delirious actually, because it's been a really busy day at work. But a big hi to everyone joining us on Rumble, on the Twitch, on the two YouTube channels. As always, if you don't like the adverts, just flick over to Scott's channel. Scott's going to drop a link into the chat for his channel, and go watch over there, because there's no adverts on that. And once you're there, hit the subscribe, hit a thumbs up on a couple of the videos, show a bit of support, and that's the same for everyone on the panel. Links to their channels in the description to today's video, and there will be links dropped into chat throughout the next hour and a half or hour or so. We'll see how long we go for tonight. I keep on forgetting who's on tonight, Thursday, after me. There is someone, isn't there?
Monster's private stream. His members only stream.
Okay, so we won't be streaming over anyone if we go on too long tonight.
No.
Right, okay. Brilliant.
What about that new stream, Carol, that started a couple of weeks ago?
Oh, yeah, what they call them? Two thingamies and a what's in my bob?
Yeah, they're not playing tonight. They're having a night off.
Yeah, because one of them's away.
Okay.
One of them's too tight to use his StreamYard, and the other one can't be bothered.
Hey, mate, if I had a 3D printer, I'd dive in and help you out, but I don't have a 3D printer yet, so
No, I'm
we'll get to the chat just
the can't be bothered.
Wait a second, but you could become a princess. It could be one guy, a printer, and a pair of princesses.
Okay, let's go around the table. So we'll get to the chat in just a minute, guys. We've got 20 odd comments waiting for me over there. I will get to them, don't worry. I'm going to start with Carl. Carl, mate, what's on your bench?
Well, I'm on with the Tamiya. So I'm actually. I haven't changed camera or anything. You caught me out there. I was just writing messages in Scott's chat. I'll just change camera.
You do look very polished, Carl, I've got to say.
No, I've just had a short back and polish. That's
Oh,
what
wow, look at that.
Just sit back in there.
That has really come together, hasn't it?
Yeah, So I've been working on the filters today. No, I'm just going to start tinkering and messing about before he asks Panzer what's next.
Absolutely gorgeous. So it's a Tamiya kit, the perfect balance between ease of assembly and quality. Which tank is it, mate? I can never remember the name of the thing.
135 Achilles.
Okay, brilliant.
And because I've only built a couple of tanks right when I got started into modelling them before I came on yours. I haven't touched one since, so this is the first one I've done since. So I've been asking Panzer's advice, and he's been holding me hand.
Awesome, mate. Thank you. Let's nip over to Marcus. Oh, it's tank day. Look at this, doing that Centurion.
Yeah, I'm going to continue the AFV Club Centurion that I started last week or the week before. I just haven't had the time to sit at the bench, really. So
Gorgeous. It is a fantastic kit. And through your recommendation, I've now got that kit. So
Yeah.
model companies, listen up. When people are doing these models online, people do watch, and if they're a good kit, we go and buy them. So,
Yeah, that's correct.
and that is a cracking kit. And once again, in case you missed it, if you're brand new to the channel, Marcus has shown us before that this kit comes with photo etch, working suspension with springs, a metal barrel, and rubber road wheels as well. Rubber tires for the road wheels.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Thing.
And all for under 40 quid.
I know. That's it's a bargain.
We love that kind of thing. We really do as modelers. Master Panzercat.
Well, I will be continuing on with the Magic Factory MZRZ D4, which I started on the stream a couple of weeks ago. When you last saw it, I was footering about with the component parts. On Saturday evening, I was doing something else, and I was at the bench, so I may have primed the inside of the engine and fitted the component parts there to make up for the fact that I wasn't around on Saturday morning. So I will progress on with this. I will be adding the back section, parts of the back section.
So is all that lovely engine detail going to end up being covered up?
It is. Well, there isn't really an engine as such. It is a fan and a radiator. You don't actually see the engine. But they give you some lovely drive shafts that.
So is that just gearboxes at the rear there then?
Yes, this is the gearbox. I think this is actually some. I'm not quite sure what that is. I think this actually is the engine at the back, but you don't really see much of the engine in the back once you put the lid in, unless that's the differential that's at the back. It could well be, but why would they put the radiator at the front if the engine's at the back? It defeats the purpose of putting anyway, it's this is what I'm going to be building on. Carry on with this.
And that is a two-part kit. You get two of those.
Yes, you get two. Here's one that I'm building on another live stream. This is where you left off last time I was on your stream, and this is it now. And there's two of the same kits in the box. One is the one is the light strike version with machine guns, and the other one is the anti-drone version. And you can also do a third version with none of the fancy gubbins, but with a trailer. So I may buy another pair of these so that I can do the one with the trailer. So I have three of them.
Awesome. Do you know the worst thing about doing these live streams, is I want everything that everybody else is building. Let's head over to Scott. Scott, Tasmania, how you doing?
Cold.
Hey,
Yeah, I'll be continuing on with my tank. I might do some, pinstriping at different places tonight and glue some bits on it.
And
See
for
how
the
we
new
go.
people watching the channel, Scott, what kind of tank is it? Who's it from?
It's a good tank because it's my tank. No, it's the British Armed Forces Comet from World War II.
Lovely. So we got Marcus's Centurion, nice British Comet. Was that a British one as well that Carl's building?
yeah,
Yes.
Yes.
I thought the Achilles was an American paratrooper tank.
No.
No.
both used them.
No, the Americans used the M10. We put a 17-pounder gun in our one and called it the Achilles.
Yeah.
Which is the tank that they dropped out of gliders then? Which one was that?
That would be the Tetrarch, which or the Locust. The American tank was the Locust. The
Right.
British version was the Tetrarch.
That'll be the broken one.
Yeah. And the Russians developed something similar called a BMD, which is air portable. And there are a number of videos on YouTube of one of them of them falling, being deployed from aircraft, and the parachutes not working or the rockets not firing,
What?
and the things hit the ground, and there's not much left of the vehicles.
I just thought it was a mad idea anyway, dropping a tank out the back of a glider or an aircraft. Just
Well, what they did was they actually they landed the glider and drove the tank out. It was a very lightweight tank. It was not very successful.
right, and I'm going to go over to me and my bench. So let's put the camera down. And today, I will be doing nothing.
As usual.
No, what I'm actually going to be doing is I promised Paul Price, another one of our Aussie friends, that I would send him the parts for 2 Merlin engines from my 124 Mosquito, which I won't be using because in their engine bays they've got fully working motors. So I'm going to be stripping the screws of all the parts necessary for the 2 Merlins and boxing them up and sending them off today. Otherwise, I'm never going to get around to doing it. So you will see my bench covered in sprues today. I'm just going to grab the box off and actually no, I'll do the chat first because we've got loads of comments coming in and I will be falling behind. So thank you to everyone joining us in the chat. I'm about to do the chat. How's your day been? Beautiful sunshine in the UK.
12 degrees here.
No
26
way. Scotland's got to be warmer than that.
No, 12 degrees. Hottest it's got today is 15.
Seriously.
Yeah.
I'm gonna surprise you, Carol. My computer is telling me that it's 15 Celsius outside.
Wow.
My internal temperature is 18.9 and 19.0, and the back wall next to the printer, the outside wall is currently 22.
You're closer to them foreigners, though, aren't you?
Yes, I'm further south than you.
Yeah. You're closer to that big wall.
Yeah. And as you can hear, Carol, in the background, my 3D printer is running. I'm hoping that because I noticed that it was still quite warm last night at about 2 o'clock in the morning, which is when the temperature started to drop off. So I'm hoping it will be the same tonight, which is about the time the print run will finish this morning.
Right, let's hit that chat then. First in, David Markey. Thank you, David Markey. Always a great support of the channel, just with an evening, Terry. We've got a few hellos going on.
Hey, David.
Good evening, David.
Hey, David.
Hey, David.
Hi, Panzer.
And it was me that was in next. Meow. Yes.
And Snowy's joined us as well. He says, hey, guys, stole the comfy chair and back at work. Excellent, Snowy.
Hey, Snowy.
How you doing, Snowy?
Hello, the hello's going on. It's not going to take long to get through the chat. And Dave Bills has joined us. Hey, Dave Mack, welcome aboard. Says,
Hey,
evening,
Dave.
Terry, Scott, Panther, Marcus, Carl, and all in chat.
How you going, David?
All right,
Hey,
Dave.
David.
Hello.
Tin Man's Model Garage has joined us. Hey, Tin Man, welcome aboard, my friend.
Hey, Tin
Yeah,
Man.
Tim. Man. Hey, Paul as well.
Tin Man.
And the link is now in chat for Scott's channel. If you want to watch this stream without adverts, just head over there.
That's where I am. Come and say hello. I know we don't get adverts on stream, but I still like to give Scott a view.
Mm.
It's a choice between Scott and Terry, so I'll pick Scott. Should take it in turns.
What's Dave Mack saying here? He's in the shed watching. My main computer decided to pack in altogether. I think it needs a new graphics card.
Ah,
Yes.
yes.
Yes, he was on live stream last night with Terry on the not Terry, with Lindsay on the PPM stream, and his computer kept doing things, and that is we thought maybe it was internet. He was having internet issues, but no, he's obviously having far more serious issues.
Yeah, the most common problems I've had with all the PCs that I've ever made, I must have built over 50 PCs, is either the power supply or the graphics card. Rarely have I had memory go. Rarely have I had drives go.
Oh, you know that power outage?
Oh yeah,
I've got a feeling when well, prime time the other night, and I was sat in the green room talking to Joshy and Panzer afterwards. What was it? About 11:30, Panzer? My phone started going.
Mm-hmm.
I got about half a dozen emails from you, Terry.
really.
All the links from about the 19th or something.
Thing is, when there's a major power outage, I mean, if there's a surge before that causes the power outage, I mean, most modern equipment has surge protection on it, but for those that don't, that can knock out your power supply big time, or anything that any electronics in your house, if it's not protected. It's rare though that. Stephen Haynes has joined us. Hey, Stephen, welcome aboard, mate.
Hey, Stephen.
Hey, Stephen.
Says hi, Terry, Carl, Marcus, Panzer, and Scott. Thank you, mate. Welcome. Jono Swift has joined us as well. Welcome, Jono.
Hello.
Good
Says
evening.
evening all.
Terry.
Just going to flash up all the highs. Oh my god. And the chat has just jumped 62 comments now. Great. I'm not complaining, because the more comments that we get, the more YouTube algorithms reacts to it and promotes the video more, the live stream. So you keep that chat coming and ignore my complaints.
Terry,
Hello, mate.
can I ask something I wouldn't normally ask?
You can ask whatever you want, Carl.
Can I stick my link in chat? I wouldn't normally ask it, but I'm 2 off 300.
No, do it. Let's
Okay.
get Carl to 300. In fact, you can spam it. You have my permission to spam it, Carl. If you're not currently a subscriber to Carl's channel, it is well worth it. Let me do the advert then. Between Carl and his Mrs. Michelle, they do a Herculean amount of live streams during the week and put out some great content on YouTube. They are working very hard to provide content, free content, I might add, for you guys to watch when you're bored. So please head over there. The link is coming in chat now. If you do Michelle's as well, Carl, for the Sunday show, that'd be great.
I will do, yeah.
Thank you, Terry.
Oh, GC's done it.
Um,
Evening, GC.
And Michelle's got really one of my favourite streams. Too often when I join other people's streams, it's that thing about produce something. You've got to produce something really excellent, so people don't pick on you. And on Michelle's, it's so relaxed. You just crack on with what you want to do. Good conversation. 11 o'clock on a Sunday. It's just really good stream. I'd love to join Carl's, but I don't possess a printer, and I'm like the pauper.
Well, neither does Joshy. He just comes on and paints decent models.
But a great channel. And same with, we've got some new people watching. We must have, because there's 50 watching right now. All the new people. Marcus, another great live streamer. Just the biggest stream on a Saturday night you could ever hope to watch, from 10 p.m. in the UK. What time is that? 11 o'clock where you are, isn't it?
Yes, right. Central European time is 11 o'clock. That's good.
And it's a no holds barred stream. Just great chat, great fun.
We enjoy it. It's fun.
And if someone could drop a link to Marcus's in there, that would be awesome. Thank you so much. Right, let's catch up with all this chat, 'cause there's millions. Atol's joined us as well. Hey, Atol, welcome aboard, mate.
Hello, Arthur.
Sorry. Good evening.
Hello.
Look out, Panzer. I think this is aimed at you, mate. What was that, Princess Panzer? Nah, can't be, unless he goes on a better diet and cuts out both the hams and the cheeses. Have I missed a comment there somewhere? Unless it's a conversation carried on from another stream. I don't know.
Yeah, knowing Athol, it probably is. Yeah.
Dale Max joined us. Hey, Dale, welcome aboard, mate.
Hello, Dale.
But if there is any 3D printing companies out there that want to donate a 3D printer to me, then please go ahead. And please make sure it's the most expensive one that you do, so I can lord it over Carl and the 3D print guys.
Terry will take on a broken one.
JC Bricks and Bills has joined us as well. Welcome aboard, JC.
Hey, JC.
Hey, JC.
Hello, JC.
JC likes Lego. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but saying that though, Terry, have you seen some of the builds he's doing lately?
Mate, I'm just, like I
Okay.
say, I watch you guys do your stuff, and I want everything that you've got. So, you know.
The cars he's doing and the.
I know. His car's race. And if he came on panel, I'd let him drop a link.
The only problem with it is it's bedtime for little one. So he gets settled down at this time of night.
I know. Drop a link anyway if you can. Well, JC can do it himself. He's got a blue spanner.
Yeah, you're not doing anything, JC.
Does he ever do anything?
No, exactly.
Loads of highs going on. Stunt Hanger's joined us as well in the chat, and he says he's got a new Stunt Hanger model airplane building tips. Oh, right, okay. Change the name of his channel. Great. Hey, I have a new project to share. Hang on. Hang on, Stunt Hanger. I'll send you an invite in just a second, mate. I can't put the invite in the chat.
Who? What?
Who's being a stunt?
That's Sparky from Stunt Hanger. Great
All
channel.
right.
I'm not going there, Bands up. Behave.
Oh, there you go, Sparky.
All right.
You got told to behave at lunchtime, Panzer, and you weren't even there.
Who did that? Let me guess. Does it come from Tasmania?
No, it's just a comment meant about Panzer, bite your tongue.
Right, hang on a minute. Let me grab Sparky's links email. Hang on. There we go. S. I'll carry on with the chat in just a second. I'm just looking for Sparky's email address. Hang on. There we go. Stunt Hanger. About. Copy. There we go. Compose. Paste.
Oh, right. There it is. There's two F's, not one.
Oh, that's the wrong one. Hang on. Stay with it, gang. I'm just getting this sorted out, and I'll get back to the chat because there's 100 chat messages waiting for me. No.
Yes, keep chatting, folks. Pile them on.
Hang on.
The general rule of thumb is, as long as we keep him occupied, he won't do any building.
Oh, you buggers. Right.
But look at the money you're saving by not doing any building on the stream.
Sparky, check your inbox. You just got yourself an invite. Right, let's do this chat. Everyone's saying hi, 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 hi. Dave McMill saying hi, JC, Ethel, Dale, Tin Man, and John. Yeah, I've kind of stopped putting the links in the chat, Sparky, because I just can't be bothered with people just walking in and me having to kick them out when they've not been invited.
Or worse, they could be displaying adult content
Exactly.
or exposing themselves.
Sparky saying hi to everyone. Let me tell you about Sparky, by the way. His channel. This is a guy who builds the real thing, the real flying aircraft. He'll take a block of wood, and I mean, he will take a block of balsa wood, and from his mind, without plans, build something that flies. Just incredible stuff.
Who even build you a set of teeth?
He can, yeah.
And if you provoke him, he'll make them fly.
Thing is, I make light of it, but Sparky really can make anything.
Oh.
Anything.
King.
Would you please welcome from the United States, the one, the only, King Bob! Welcome aboard, mate.
Good afternoon, everybody. How are you doing
Hey,
today?
Bob.
Hey,
G'day,
Bob.
Bob.
How you doing, mate?
All right. I just popped in for a minute. Before I have to go do some running today. Kind of thought I'd catch up on progress on the Romulan scout ship.
Awesome, mate. Thank you.
Got,
The cavalry has arrived, everyone. We got Sparky joining us from the United States as well. Here we go. Boom! How about that, international?
Hi, Sparky.
Hello.
Hello, Sparky.
Go, mate.
Tell us all about it, Sparky.
Earth calling. Oh, yes. I thought for a second it frozen there, but it's moving.
I don't think your microphone's working, Sparky, if you're talking. Running around the other side of the table, getting the microphone going.
Wait a minute. That sounds vaguely familiar.
It does.
Hey, how about now? You got me?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're on now, buddy.
Yeah, got you now.
No.
Yeah.
There's always one.
As you guys know, I was building carbon fiber. Maybe you know, you don't. I was building carbon fiber fuel tanks. Well, I decided that I would just go ahead and build a carbon fiber airplane. So this is
Right.
Holy cow, the whole thing out of carbon fiber.
yeah, this is a test wing here. It's too heavy. I mean, it's 4 ounces. It's too much. So I redid the molds, and how you do this carbon fiber molding is first you have to make the airplane. This is cut in 2 pieces. You got a top and a bottom to the wing because it's symmetrical, and then you have to make that's the male, that's the plug. Then you have to make a mold like this that goes over the top of that. It was formed on it, and then you make your carbon fiber part. And I vacuum bag all this stuff. This piece here is 1 1/4 ounces.
Wow.
So I'm going to cut the wing more than half from the 4 ounce mark down to the 2 ounce mark.
I know you're huge on weight saving, so is the carbon fiber actually lighter than balsa?
No,
Right.
there is nothing lighter than balsa. However, balsa is becoming so scarce that we're having to, find alternatives. And it's really, this is real expensive to do.
Yes. I'd like to point out that the major producer of balsa wood is Mexico. And currently there's tariffs. And that's Biden's fault, I've been told to say, isn't it?
Well, it is Biden's fault, but Mexico is not the.
They used to be. I think
No.
they've exhausted their crop.
No, never Mexico. They're not tropical enough. It's a tropical plant. It's Guyana, Honduras, those type places.
All right.
I think Panther was trying to do comedy there because there's a meme going around at the moment that Biden is to blame for everything.
Oh yeah. Well, he is.
Yes. I'm a staunch supporter of Canadian MAGA. That's Make
Oh.
America Go Away. Yes.
Oh, really?
Well,
That's all
That's
right.
amazing. That's amazing. Like I
but-
told everyone, there is nothing that Sparky cannot make. I mean, and all these designs come straight out of his head. They're not from plans or anything. It's just incredible.
If you look back on my channel, I even made my teeth.
Yep.
oh wow.
Right. Let me get a link dropped into the chat. Hang on. Copy.
If Sparky can make teeth, there's a job over here in the NHS dental department with his name on it.
Well, I'm sure, but I'm old, so they're not going to hire me.
Oh,
There we go. There's a direct link to Sparky's channel. Head over there. If you're not subscribed yet, give it a subscribe and give it a little bit of support. A few thumbs up on the videos would help encourage us modelers worldwide. Thank you so much.
will do.
Have you guys seen my other airplanes and stuff? I got a new airplane that I built this year. That's hanging on the wall here. Let's go up. There
Oh
it is.
wow. That's a nice one.
That's a 60-inch wingspan, so it's 5 foot. I don't know how many meters that is, but it's more than a meter. It's pretty good size. It weighs 58 ounces, which is I don't know how many grams that is.
I mean, we get new people joining the channel, watching these streams all the time. And what I find incredible is I knew nothing about Sparky's sport before I met Sparky. I watched his channel a few times and I saw what he was doing. I'd never heard of control line flying. Never heard of it at all. And then once I've seen it, the videos are great. The amount of control that they do and the tricks and the stunts. Well, stunt hanger, there you go.
There's a big market in England for stunt hanger. I mean, for control line stunt.
Yeah, there's the big manufacturer that we used to do was Cox, COX.
Yeah.
They used to do the introductory ones. What was it? 1.6 engines, I think they were.
049s.
Yeah.
0.049.
Yeah, I
But-
think everybody had and destroyed a PT-19 at some time.
Absolutely. In your country, look up F2B. F is in Frank, 2B. F2B, and that is control line stunt. And if you want to go fast, it's F2A, and if you want to do combat, it's F2C. And they run under the Fédération Aéronautique Internationale rules. We run under the AMA rules.
I'm just looking it up now.
In Scotland, it's the Scottish Aero Modelers Association.
Yep, yeah, I'm on that channel now. Brilliant. Sorry, that webpage. Oh my goodness, 110. Right, I've got to do some chat, guys. Forgive me. There's 110 messages in there. And the reason why I do the chat is because we have people watching on different platforms. Everybody on Rumble, Twitch, and the 2 YouTube channels. You will see all of the chat only on the originator's stream. That is my channel, Little History 2392. But you don't have to watch on my channel. In fact, I kind of insist that you go watch on other platforms, especially Scott's, who's just started his streaming career and trying to build up subscribers. And then there's no adverts because Scott's restreaming this to his channel. So if you don't like the adverts, even more reason to go over to Scott's and watch it over there. But if you would like to see all of the chat, all you got to do is do a pop out on the chat on my channel. That's where the chat window is on YouTube, my YouTube channel. There's 3 little dots. If you click the dots, you can do a pop out on the chat and then watch from any other platform that you wish. But I'll still read out the chat so everyone stays on the same page. We got Dan Usher joining us as well. Welcome aboard, Dan Usher. He says, "Evening, fellow slaves to scale."
Hey, Dan.
Guy Dan.
What's up, dude?
I've got to ask you, this is a new streaming platform. Is it free?
Rumble is absolutely no. Rumble. When I mean streaming platforms, the EV Mux app, let's say, is similar to StreamYard. It's still paid for if you want 1080p, which we are streaming in full glorious 1080p, by the way. But there is a free version of it, just like StreamYard, where you're allowed 6 people on the panel, The paid for one on this lets you have 12. But the only reason, to be honest, why I switched from StreamYard to EVMux is because StreamYard more than doubled their prices last year. So I've
Right.
gone
I'm
with
on StreamYard and I want to change because of the price. So how much is this a month?
I've got this for £120 for the year.
120 pounds. 120, about 150 bucks.
That's for the year.
Yeah. It's about 10 bucks a month.
Yeah. And I try to keep within my recording limits, because if you go over the recording limits, you've got to keep on emptying it. It'll keep on punishing, asking you for money for more recording, because in the background it records everything that you put out. That's the only hassle with it.
I do about 50 hours a month. Is that free or not?
I think there's still a 20-hour limit on the free version.
Oh, okay. Can you delete him and then go on, or like StreamYard was, you can delete your videos?
Didn't actually explain that very clearly. Every time you do a live stream, EVMux will record it in the background. If you get to, even on the paid one, so if you get to, so let's say, for instance, 20 gigabytes of recordings, it will ask you it'll tell you you've got no more recording space left, delete it, or ask you to pay for more recording space.
Aha. Okay, good. I'm going to sign up for this.
It's pretty good. Some of the other functionality they've got for like fancy chat and things like that is really good.
Well, you had a neat way of displaying people's channels. Is that on here too? Like right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, on StreamYard, you can't do that.
I can't remember, to be honest. It's that long since I've used StreamYard. Everybody's saying hi to each other. Hi.
Only thing with that, Sparky, is you got to set it up before stream. You can't have somebody else start streaming midway, if you know what I mean, like while the stream's going.
Right. Well, what I'm asking is well, I'll look at it. I'll just get in there, and if I got any questions, I'll get a hold of Terry.
Yeah.
Well, Sparky, you're the same as me. You're quite technically minded. It won't take you long to get your head around it.
Okay. But I thought I'd share the carbon fiber project before I head off to the store.
No, that's brilliant. It shows us all that if, I'd like to say if you can do it, we can do it, but you're a different breed of animal, mate. The kind of stuff that you do is just amazing.
Well, you can do it. All you got to do is have determination, as my dad would say.
Big hi to CJ as well. Shepherd Junction's joining us. Hey, CJ, welcome aboard.
Hey, CJ.
Another awesome supporter of the channel. Thank you so much for being a member, CJ. That goes out to all the members of the channel. Thank you so much.
Good evening, CJ. Sorry, I was muted.
That's my job.
I muted myself when I started coughing and forgot to unmute. Again. Twice this week. Turning into Terry.
Hello.
Ooh, Sparky again. Or is he?
I think he's trying to figure out how to leave the studio. Let's trap him.
I'll put a turnstile up, 50p.
Everybody's saying hi. Oh man, there's still 129 comments to go. Hey. Everyone's saying hi. Hi. Athol says, not... Oh, hang on. I missed a comment. Athol says, not fully yet, Dan. Got an appointment lined up, but then it's a different matter for a proper eye examination. That's for Damasha. We've got Jeff joining us as well. Hey, Jeff, welcome aboard, mate.
Oh, Jeff.
Hey, Jeff.
That's a new one, is it not?
I thought, isn't that Tammy's husband?
No. That's the hunting cabin lodge thing.
Yes.
Apologies, Jeff. I thought you were someone else there for a minute. But welcome aboard, my friend.
Yes. Hello, welcome.
We're trying to get my mate Carl. If you're brand new watching this stream, we're trying to get my mate Carl to, 300 subs?
Yeah.
And he's currently 2 away from 300.
Go, 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 peeps.
I'm currently 180 away from 300.
I shouldn't even start counting that.
We can help a little bit, Panzer, but I think 180 is a big ask.
Yeah. Well, we got Scott to 100 one day.
Carl,
Yeah.
you're on 301. So
Hey, I've done it.
Hey, thank you so much, everyone.
But now you can.
Oh, we need some party poppers and streamers and stuff now.
Yeah, the beers are on Terry.
I mean it. Thank you so much, everyone who's just helped Carl to get past the 300
Thank
mark.
you.
Thank you so much. I mean, it's such a simple thing. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe. It's just a
No,
click
he's
of a
just
button.
lost 2.
What was that, Scott?
He just lost 2.
No. Surely not.
No, I'm kidding.
You see his face, Scott. I thought that was
Yes.
brilliant.
Yeah, we're gonna have to work on your delivery and sense of humour, Scott.
I
Well,
like
thing
it.
is,
I like it.
subscribers go up and down all the time, so
Yeah.
it's to be expected.
Sorry, Apple says 301 to Carl. When's the giveaway? I'm a Welshman living in Scotland. You can wait for 500.
Exactly.
Everybody's saying hi.
Hi. Sorry, Terry.
Dana says no Mac involved, I hope, Terry. No Mac. JC dropping the links to Carl's channel and links to Stunt Hanger's channel. There we go. Let's get those down there. And JC Brick's screaming out anyway. Did it first in chat. Carl's at 300. Brilliant.
Nice.
Well, I added my other 2 channels to it, so
Oh, nice one, Bob. Thank you, mate.
Thank you.
Bob's your savior.
Cheers, Bob.
Dan Usher says, well, there's egg and bacon egg sausage and bacon egg and There we go with the Monty Python humour.
spam.
That was me saying, like, oh, okay. I'm not going to complain about the comments. Wow, we got 59 people watching right now.
Yay! Hello,
61 people
everyone.
watching now. Oh my God. What
Good
the heck?
evening, all. Welcome in.
Yes. Hello.
Hey.
all you-
All,
all
and if
the-
it's brand new, hit the subscribe button, please.
Oh, do we have a spanner that can take care of a certain thing in this chat?
cheap viewers, unattractive, or just mental. Yeah.
Oh, that's a good point, Apple.
JC's dropped Marcus's link in as well.
Thank you very much.
You know, we're just a group of modelers. We get together every now and again, show people what we're making. And I will go around the tables in a moment. If you are brand new, just joined us to show you what everyone is currently doing. Oh, Bob.
Yes. I got the lights in my engines for my Romulan scout ship.
Oh, nice.
I've got to still do the seam work and stuff on them. And then here.
So Bob is building it is AMC, isn't it? AMC Ertl, Romulan Warbird.
Yeah. And but I'm changing it to a scout ship. I'm bashing it out.
And the lighting
We've got
effects
our-
are something
that's
you've
our
cobbled
internal
together
lighting
yourself.
for the
isn't it?
main hull. Yeah. We got lighting on the underside of the hull, and that'll cover the other top piece will go on. There's lighting
Yeah.
on top of the hull.
Oh,
And
this
then,
is going to be stunning.
I've got
Again, loads of great stuff over on King Bob's channel. And a regular streamer as well. So
one more show as well because I've got it in primer already. But we've got for the front of the hull, the head there. We've got our lighting and stuff in it. This is ready to go on to the ship, but I've got to finish out. I got to finish out the do the seam work on the engines, get them mounted and get everything wired in. Then I can put the top on for the last time, and then we'll be ready to start the fun part, the painting and masking and all the detail work. Because both on the top and the bottom, I don't know if the camera will pick it up. It's got the if I get the light, let me try this. If I get the light just right, it's got the pattern. Stop one on the angle. It's got the pattern of the wings of the falcon or bird of prey, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, it's having difficulty
All
picking that up.
Yeah, the same thing on that got it on the bottom as well. Maybe the bottom one might show up better. Yeah,
Like
a
I said,
little bit.
if guys want to see the full detail of this, then head over to Bob's channel. He's got everything in super high quality over there. So
There we go. That's picking it up a little bit on this one, a little better
yeah, I
on the
can see it
bottom
now.
side.
Yeah.
All those little squares are going to be painted slightly different colors and have different metallics put over the top so that they pop in the light. That's
See, it's
what
one
we're
of my
working
favorite
on.
things about modeling when you get to add your own special effects to them. Just brilliant.
But here we do a quick. This is basically what it's going to look like with the engines hanging down below the end of the wings. I think it looks a lot more like a Cylon now than it does a
For now,
Romulan ship. But
Yeah, it does actually.
it looks a lot more like
It's
a
very
Cylon
Cylon.
Raider.
Another one of the channels that I follow is a channel called Special Effects Model Works, SEMW. Very, very good quality stuff on there.
So that's basically how it's going to look when it's done.
That's going to be stunning, mate. I can't wait for you to finish that one.
So I'm just about ready to the point where I can start putting it together for the final time, and then said that's only the first quarter. Then the painting is the big work, and there's the wiring mess underneath of it.
I think a lot of the AMC sci-fi stuff, I think they must kind of wait. I'm just me saying it, just my thoughts. They must have in mind when they design them that people are going to put lighting kits in. Because I know when I did the Millennium Falcon, I think they released about 3 different versions, one with a lighting kit, one without. But all the stuff was there for you to put your own in anyway, and it was just brilliant when I did mine.
Yeah, they when they started with like the Enterprise D, they started giving you like some rudimentary lighting kits for some of them. But yeah, that's not until the last couple of years that they really had it design models with the ability to make it easy to put lights in. So that's lots of drilling and fitting and on here, and it's all scratch built electronics. Fortunately, this bird doesn't have any blinkies or winkies or lights on it, so I don't have to worry about any circuit boards.
Yeah, it's going to be superb. Dan Asher says, "Does Terry do any building, Panzer?" No, because I'm looking after you guys in chat.
On a Sunday
giving up
morning
on building
over on
now.
Michelle's channel.
David Marcus says, "Saves fingers, Panzer." Dan Asher says, "Hail King Bob." Okay, I'm just catching up to the bit where Bob joined us. That's how far behind the chat I am. Dan Asher says, "What other inane drivel can we fill the chat in with?" Okay, get back in now. There's more than enough chat to keep me going for the rest of the night, I think. Dale Mac 3D says, Dan Asher, we can ask about pineapple on pizza. That conversation has been done to death. We're not doing belly and bench anymore because it's boring. And nobody cares.
I had taste. I had taste before the stream. There you go.
There's always one, isn't there?
Right, I'm going to fly past all the links.
I had chicken salad for lunch in case anybody was interested on that topic.
Oh, that's
I'm saying
terrible.
And I'm
nothing.
drinking water.
It's boring.
TBG's joined us. Hey, TBG, welcome aboard, mate.
No,
And
TBG.
Plastic Alchemist as well.
Hey, James.
And at last, Manuel's joined us. Manuel, I've been sending you that many emails to join the stream.
Well,
Well,
evening, Manuel. He would have probably joined on Monday night, Terry, but there was a small problem in Spain and Portugal.
Yeah, no power. That's a good point. You got your power back, Manuel. So, did they find out what happened to Spain and Portugal with the power cut?
Aliens.
Aliens.
Yeah, they needed to pay the electricity bill. No, what happened? My understanding is that a lot of central energy from in Europe comes from renewable sources, and there was a sudden switch over, and that's what caused the blackout. Somebody else mentioned solar flares, but I don't see that myself.
I think Manuel said it was a computer then.
Look, I've got to catch up with this chat because JC's replying to stuff that we talked about 20 minutes ago. So I'm sorry. Yeah, 20 hours on the free StreamYard. There you go, if you're still watching Sparky. Graham Ball's joined us as well. Hey, Graham, welcome aboard. I'm so far behind on the chat. I'm sorry, everyone. I'm going to fly past all this. Everybody's saying hi to each other. Hi, hi, hi. Hi, hi, hi. Hi, 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 hi. Loads of highs going out to Nuno.
Hi, everyone.
Wow, Graham Ball says, one more day of work and I'm retired. You lucky SOB. It's a double-edged sword, though, once you retire. I mean, I've tried it once and I ended up getting so bored because you got to fill your days with stuff. And I put on so much weight as well. I ballooned. Dan actually says, you can do it if you're being Hewitt. But congratulations, Graham. Plastic Alchemist is saying hi to Athol, David Markey, loads of highs going out. Hi, hi, hi. And Stunt Hanger pushed the wrong button, that's why it disappeared.
Dear.
Right, we finally caught up with 301 subs to Carl.
Yay, thank you.
Right, Graham, great question, because we've got someone here who's very, very good at that. We've got a couple of people who are very good at it. Graham Ball is asking, can you give some advice to imitate chipping on armour? And I'm going to throw that one at Carol. Carl.
You're wrong, yeah. Well, you can use the old-fashioned way that Terry will remember from when you had hair. You can use hairspray, or you can buy chipping mediums.
Have you got one of your busts there with a little bit of armour on it?
My bust, not with chipping on, no.
All right, okay.
That's more on a prank or something. But the way I do it is I either use a sponge or I just paint the chips on. Just paint each of the chips, which is what I'm actually doing as we speak.
I think if Graham's never done it before, what is the actual process? What's the first coat, second
Well, I
coat?
was just going to change camera now. Because at the moment, where's my camera? At the moment, what I've done is I've done my base coat of green, then I've done a lighter coat, and where I'm going to chip, I've done an even lighter coat so that when the paint moves, it stresses so it gets lighter. But normally I would put a primer colour there and then metal, but because it's a tank and it was a grey enamel primer, that would have chipped off. So I'm just using metal on the edges. You just literally just rough it on. Put it on. By the time you go all the way around and it dries, it looks all chipped.
Awesome.
Well, that makes sense.
Look at that, instant demo.
Rock salt is another popular method. You
Yeah, rock
paint your
salt I
base color
like.
and you put rock salt on there, or just regular salt even with
Yeah.
water. And when it dries, then you paint over that after it dries, and then when you're done, you knock it off, and where the salt was, there'll be no paint of the top coat color.
I have actually got a chip in
I just tend to dry brush a lot of it on, for me, myself personally.
That's another one that I
Oh
painted.
wow!
That's chipping that I've painted on. And a little Grogu. But I put the metal scotches on as
Hang
well.
on a minute. Let's talk about Grogu for a minute. Look at that, stunning.
You've seen him before.
I have, yeah, but it's been a while.
Guess what, Terry? He's on one of my shorts on my channel.
Is he? Everyone head to Carl's. Watch his shorts. They're brilliant.
I put a short out last night. I'm on 1,500 views on it.
Brilliant.
So yeah, Grogu. So that's one of my 3D prints. Sorry, Baby Yoda.
Fantastic. Well, I hope that's answered the question, mate.
Short hands have been white more.
All right, where was I with the comments? I've lost where I was with the comments now. Harry Marwick's joined us. Welcome aboard, Harry. Good evening, everyone. Something's tickled Panzer.
No, it's not me.
Look at Bob.
King Bob.
I could have sworn I just saw that blink. Oh man, it blinked. That's fantastic.
Yeah, you know what I was laughing at.
Gotta find the right spot.
Awesome and creepy at the same time. Which Grogu is that, Bob? Is it the Hasbro one?
I don't remember what brand it is. And now I turned him on. He'll go on for about 10 minutes.
Just like Terry.
Once I lay him down, and he'll close his eyes and he'll go to sleep. Now he's asleep.
It's not snoring.
He's playing peekaboo.
It just says made in China is all it says on the bottom. Oh, it is Hasbro. Yes, it is. Yes, I've been in the house.
That's brilliant, mate. Thank you.
He does the force thing too, but I'm trying to get him to do that, and he doesn't seem to. There he goes. Nope. Switch him to demo mode, then he'll do the force thing.
They've really done a good job with that. That is really cool.
I should be in demo mode.
Brilliant. Thank you, Bob. Okay, will you leave the Lizzie alone? Okay, so I cracked the canopy on it. Oh, God.
Said he'll go on for about 10 minutes.
Thing is, if you didn't actually know what that was, it'd be the thing of nightmares.
Put him over here. There he goes. Now I put him over there. Now he did the force thing. He raises both of his hands, closes his eyes, and goes.
Murphy's Law, the minute it's off camera, it does it, doesn't it?
I am still nowhere near catching up with all the chat. I'm flashing up all the hellos. If there's something meaty, I'm going to say it. So David Markey says, "Welcome to the Twilight Zone, Graham." I'm still talking away in the background.
I said he'll go for about 10 minutes before he shuts up.
Yeah, CJ says when you retire, you have to make a supreme effort to not do all the things you mentioned, Terry. Planning is needed. Oh, like, yeah, trust me. When I get there, well, I know what my plan is.
Streaming.
Get around in.
No. When I retire, I'll be on 1.5 million subscribers. I'll have my own island in the Pacific somewhere. I'll be surrounded by. No,
That that
well, I can't
silence
say
is
that because I'm married. I'll be surrounded by
that.
my loving family.
Yes, that silence was him checking behind him to make sure the shed door
Make
was
sure the
locked and
missus
his
wasn't
wife
there,
wasn't
yeah.
peeking in. Yeah.
100%. Wicked dream. Danish says, "Speak up. I'm making tomorrow's sandwiches." Okay, mate. Enjoy your sandwiches tomorrow. Manuel says, "You can use the technique of salt, then with a toothbrush take out." Is that like mixing salt with paint and then brushing the
No,
salt?
no, no, no.
No.
No, you like for example, if you're doing that, you put salt on it
Right?
and then paint over it. Like if you were using an aerosol can, like I did, you
Yeah.
paint that over it. Then you can knock off some of the salt, and paint over it again with a different colour. Just keep doing that with different rust colours, and then eventually just brush it off or wash it off, and you'll end up with a rust pattern, and it's all chipped up really well.
Oh,
Yeah,
what a good technique that
You put
is.
water.
I'll tell you what, I've
The
got a
part is
photograph.
wet when you do it.
I've got a photograph underneath one of my trucks. I'll see if I can find it and I'll share it with you.
I've
You
never
wet
heard
the
of that
part
salt.
down with water, and then you put the salt on it, and let the water dry, and the salt sticks.
Yeah.
Right. I've
And
never heard of the
it's
salt one. I'm going to use that.
wherever the salt is, the paint doesn't go.
What you could also the best type of salt to use is the flaked salt.
The
I'm
flake,
trying to
yeah, or
remember.
the kosher.
Yeah, the crushed salt, not the refined salt that you get in
No.
that you get in most things. What you really want is that. I'm trying to remember what the hell it's called now. Cracked salt? No, it's cracked pepper.
You want the stuff you cook with, not the stuff you eat.
Yes, yes.
So try and explain this so an idiot like me can understand. So
Well,
you've got
for
your
you,
model,
I would have to show you.
right?
Yeah.
Say it's the little tiger here, right? Very funny. The tiger here, and just say, for example, I've painted it a metal color, like I don't know, steel or whatever. So then you just get salt, sprinkle it on.
Yes.
Right, you would wet it down. The side,
wet it
like your
down.
side pant skirt, when you'd wet it down, you put the salt on it, let it dry. And you could continue that around, and then you would paint it with the salt on it. Then when you knock the salt off, the silver color will still show through because the
Right,
paint
I
didn't
get it.
go where the
I
salt
get it.
was.
I get it.
And you
now.
can knock some of it off, and then you could add another color, and you could have like your metal and your primer and your top coat.
The idiot modeler.
And it also gives a little texture to the
understands.
paint too, because
Yes. Another
it has a
way
little texture
is
too.
another way. Wait a minute, I'll just grab some here. Is to having painted your model and your base colours, get a piece of sponge, tear it off, and dip this into a slightly lighter colour of your base paint, and on high wear areas, gently sponge the colour on. You dip it into your paint, dry most of it off on a piece of kitchen towel, and then just go over the high trafficked areas. For example, if this was made of metal and not gas reinforced plastic, the high traffic areas would be around the wells where the feet go, at the back end where the basket is, and the brush guards at the edges. You then let that lighter colour dry, and depending on how much wear you want, you go in with a very fine painted point brush and paint in a metallic grey steel colour.
And Carl's sharing an image with us. Wow, look at that.
That was the first time I tried it.
And which method was that, Carl?
That was the salt. I've done that on your stream. That's how much attention you pay.
You know very well I don't pay any attention at all.
You remember that diorama, German and Russian one I done when I first came on your streams? That was it.
That was like a decade ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, a year ago. Well, a year and a half now, I suppose.
Right, Graham's asking, would you use the same colour to chip DAC armour?
Okay, German Africa Corps would be their basic vehicles were grey when they were deployed to Africa. they were painted in the dark colours afterwards. So when you were chipping that, you would chip those with a dark grey, and then that would be underneath the sand colour, and then you would put in a dark grey or rusty metal colour underneath that, because you've got a paint on top of a paint on top of your primer. So you would have superficial scratches on the Africa core, which would lead to the German armour grey. And if the areas got scratched or damaged, they would scratch down to a sort of greyish metallic colour, or red oxide primer, which is what the Germans used for their tanks.
Graham Ball says you got to love Grogu. Yep, I can't wait for the movie now that they're. Well, are they saying they're not making another season of The Mandalorian, or is it just the movie and that's it?
It's probably just a movie because they kind of closed all the, filled all the plot lines and closed it all up at the end. I mean, they left it open. You could, but they kind of finished it out. I guess you want to say.
Shame. CJ says, I've been retired nearly 2 years and loving every minute of it. Mind you, young family and missus keep me busy, believe you me. I can believe that, mate. Trust me. And Graham Ball saying, thank you very much for the tips and advice on doing the chipping. And it was brilliant, that. JC says it's just the movie and that will be it. And Graham agreeing, just the movie. Well, hey, I've caught up with the chat. Boom! There you go.
Right, you know what that. Yeah, I was just about to say, you know what that means, Terry, is that they were busy filling up the chat again in a second.
No, it's fine. I'm okay. Right, what I am going to talk about is upcoming streams this week. I'm next on Saturday morning, 8:30 a.m. for the international. I call it international. I can't cater for every single time zone, but this all started with my Aussie mates, and we've got quite a few over there. But now it is turning into something truly international. We got Sweden, we got Australia, we got America, we got England, we got Scotland, we got Wales.
You nearly forgot God's country.
So yeah, it's turning into a real good early morning stream. I didn't think anyone would watch it with it being so early in the morning, but 8:30 a.m. Saturdays. Also coming up rest of the week. Let me get my little. I keep on saying we're going to do an advert for this, but I haven't had the time for it. So, who's next up? 3 men and a printer will not be on tonight. Carl's cancelled that one, so we can go on for as long as we want here. I think next up will be mine on Saturday. Just looking at all these.
Well, there is a couple of streams on Friday. You've got John Alec, and you also have the Skill Fanatics.
Good point, John Alex.
I've got
John
a
Alex stream not to be missed.
Because I forgot it earlier. Fester and Fox at midnight.
Yeah.
I forgot
Friday probably.
I don't mind if you get some links in for those guys in the chat. That'd be all right if you wanna.
You go, JC.
I honestly don't mind. So that's Friday. John Alex show now with added Marcus.
Oh. Extra spicy, you mean?
It is a good show, John Alex, though, on a Friday.
Very nice and relaxed as well. Less profanity, but it can occur.
You've gone very quiet on your microphone, Marcus.
Really? You can't hear? Hold on.
Is it me? Have I not got my volume up? Oh,
I can hear him.
I thought everyone was a bit quiet tonight, and I've had my volume turned down.
Jeez. One job, Terry. He had one job.
You know what? A professional modeler.
Is that better?
Himself a professional,
Yes.
doesn't he?
Yeah,
That better?
there's different levels of professional though, Carol. There's professional like you and I, and then there's professionally incompetent like Terry. Yeah,
He's got his own category, hasn't he?
he has. Yes.
But I'm not going to put him down tonight. He's my mate tonight. He's helped me out. Thank you, Terry.
I just wish we could get you more. Some people are so shy about subscribing because they think they're going to get spam, and you really don't. It's just you click the subscribe button, hit notifications, and you just get notified when one of us is live, and it's just stuff to watch or join in on if you're bored. And we sometimes have some great conversations. Tonight's not one of those
See,
nights,
now,
of
like-
course.
We've had a very good conversation. We haven't ripped the Michael out of Marcus at all tonight.
I know. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Yes, you're welcome, Marcus. We don't always, but sometimes we do. We're concentrating on taking the Michael out of Terry tonight.
I think they even managed to go easy on me on last Friday's stream with John Alec as well. That was a welcome relief. So I guess I'm building up to something. I don't know what.
I just think the streams go nicer when we try and talk about real things, like things to do with modelling and whatever, rather than trying to. I don't know.
I'm a real thing. Well, last time I checked.
Well, they
That's
reckon.
right.
I don't know about the rest of the world, but they reckon it's the hottest start to May that we've ever had on record in the UK.
It's the hottest in 30 years, apparently. Which meant the last time it was hotter than on this day would have been May the 1st, 1995.
There you go. Sounds about right.
Hang on a minute. Panther. Nah, I'm not having that.
According to the BBC, that's exactly what they were saying.
A new record was set for the hottest start to any May on record on Thursday. There you go. That's what the BBC said. A new record was set for the hottest start to any May on record.
Well, when did they start keeping records? Would have been in about the 1990s.
Oh, you git. You read the rest of the article.
See, that's the problem with people today. They don't read the entire article, right?
They just read the headlines, yes.
I like the first two lines. That'll stick.
Sensationalists, or whatever you call them.
Because then it says that high was recorded at Kew Gardens, beat the previous record of 27.4 degrees centigrade, which was set in Lossiemouth, Scotland. Wow, Scotland had a heat record.
Yes, in 1995.
That's not that far from me.
And it goes on to say, the BBC article says, what is fueling this sunny spell? And they reckon it's Panzer Cat's farts.
Oh, wow.
Also, it's not El Nino this time. It's Panzer Cat.
Yes.
El Panzer.
Wow.
Well, as they say here in Scotland, you can't hold what's not in your hand. Translated to English, you cannot hold what is not in your hand.
Makes sense.
And that's a bloody good innings, that. British woman, 115, becomes the world's oldest person.
Until the heat wave
115
hits.
years old.
Until probably a week tomorrow when it'll go to somewhere like Spain.
I thought you were
Got
going to say.
Lady Mary on my line.
I thought you were going to say until a week tomorrow, then it's Terry's birthday.
Ooh.
Would I say something like that?
And it's not my birthday, by the way. And I'm nowhere near 115. Nowhere near.
Doesn't he may look it, but he's not.
Not a couple of years yet.
Well, that's not a record. According to Trump, we have people that are 300 years old living here in the States.
Yes, and they're being paid state pensions. That
Yep,
Elon Musk's Department of Government, or whatever it is, Dodge. Unfortunately, what they
It was exactly what Panzer's going to tell you guys. There's an explanation for that. Please go ahead, Panzer.
Yeah, there is. This is one of those clandestine black book things that the government doesn't want you to know about. That's where that money was going.
Harry
Now-
Marwick says, sorry, go on,
No. It's all right. It's just blabber.
Just an offhanded comment, yeah.
Harry Marwick says he wants to see Predator Badlands. Now, is that animated one or is it the live action one?
Badlands.
Lovely weather, isn't it?
I'm not sure. Don't know.
We were on about this the other night. I'm pretty sure that's the live action.
But Josh is not here now.
Oh, Predator Badlands, yeah.
JC.
Oh, I know.
JC comes to the rescue. Dave McBill says he's at Bury Market at 7:20 a.m. Saturday morning, Terry. No worries, Dave. We'll be on for a couple of hours. You can rush back. Dan Asher says, mate's worst tasting chewing gum I ever had. But oh, what bubbles. All right, I'm not going to explain. Not a chance. JT says Festa 67 at 11:55 p.m. tomorrow. Is he better now? Because I thought Festa had been ill for a while. Something.
He's just coming back now and again when he's
He's feeling better. Yeah.
I wish I'd said nothing now, Dan. JC Bricks and Bills will be live Saturday 1 p.m. That's more or less after our morning show. So, yeah, make sure you get that notifications clicked on JC's channel. Kit Bash is joining us. Hey, Kit Bash.
Hey, Kit
Bash. I'm full on that camera.
Papa Ducky's joined us. Hey, Papa Ducky, welcome aboard. Well, to be fair, not many care about what the weather does in Scotland. Ooh!
not even the Scottish.
Tatanka Wolf says, good day, peoples. Hey, Tatanka, welcome aboard.
Hey, Swampy.
Yeah, right.
Hello.
Nice to see you again.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, long time no see. Penny Pitstops joined us. Hey, Penny.
Hey,
Hey,
Penny.
Penny.
Hey, Penny. I haven't seen Penny for ages.
Gentlemen, it's been fun, but I have to run today, so I will try to be on Saturday morning with you guys.
Bob, thank you so much for joining us. I know it's crazy o'clock in the morning on Saturday, so I will appreciate it if you can join us.
We're going to try. All right. We'll see you later.
Thank you, Bob. Thank you,
See you,
Bob.
Bob. Have a good one, mate.
Seriously,
Thanks, Bob.
Bob's channel, well worth a subscribe because there is some awesome stuff on there. That's all I'm going to say. It's up to you guys if you want to go over there, subscribe, but it is good stuff. Penny says, what streaming software are you using? Looks slick. This is EV Mux, and like I keep on saying, I'm only on it because StreamYard more than doubled their prices, and for a little streaming platform like mine, just unaffordable, completely unaffordable. So I've gone EV Mux. They're quite a bit cheaper than StreamYard, and they've got some nice bells and whistles with their platform, which I rarely use. I should use them more.
Yeah, Scott uses them more than you do. Talking of unsociable times, what time is it, Scott?
10 to 5.
AM or PM?
In the morning?
Yeah.
God, I keep on forgetting Australia time zones.
I just like to remind him.
You just like taking the Michael, don't you?
Look, Scott knows I appreciate him joining us. Hello!
Hey,
Scott's hitting the bells and whistles that come with this platform.
Yeah, I was looking for the bell, but it's gone.
I just looked at me then. I thought it was Michelle's computer making noises.
There you go.
Oh, hang on a minute. I made some the other day, didn't I? And I forgot all about them. Hang on.
Here we go.
Oh, where is it gone? Which drive did I dump it on?
It's time to spend.
Oops. You can come off of that.
Oh, where did I save it to?
I don't know. Where did you save it to?
Did he? The question is, it's Terry. Did he actually save it, or did he imagine that he saved it?
No, I did. I was.
He recorded it in silence.
Oh, where are you? Music mix. No.
Oh, that's right. I've got a bait tomorrow. In a way, it's a good thing.
Oh, we've got elections in the UK right now, haven't we?
Well, you do south of the border. Wait a minute.
We vote to see if the Prime Minister keeps his job or we get a new one.
It's not unusual to love sheep at any time.
Where have I heard that before?
Hey! Oh, I didn't save the other clips. I'm an idiot.
See, I told you he didn't save them, Carol.
Yeah, he's an idiot.
Dan Usher says, I personally thought that Keith Richards was the oldest living person. Well, I'll give you, he looks it.
I was gobsmacked. He's only in his 80s, isn't he?
No, he absolutely looks like he's in his 80s, massively.
Yeah, he's only 24.
24 years ago. Oh, all right, 64.
Yeah, Harry Marwick says the Badlands Predator movie, I was right, it's the live action one. Yeah, it's going to be awesome. It looks awesome anyway, the trailer for it.
You know the best thing about that coming out?
Go
There'll be a load of STL files for 3D print on it.
Well, I mean, there's loads already, isn't there, to be fair?
Yeah. I really want to build one. Or paint one.
We'll have no picking on Marcus here, TBG.
Uh-oh.
Says the reason for the heat wave is all Marcus's fault. Well, I'd say thank you, Marcus, because England getting some heat. Love it. Everyone's saying hi to Penny.
No, it's Biden's fault.
Oh, yeah.
Everything's Biden's fault, apparently. That's the new meme. Harry says he's the oldest living something, Dan.
I'll be right back. Sorry.
No worries, mate.
It's the oldest swinger in town. Wasn't that a song in the 70s and the early 80s? One of those spoof ones that was one of those spoof songs that made it to the top 10.
Penny's Bit Stop says, Carl, long story, no one's seen me in ages.
Did you manage to get moved?
Yeah, that's the last I thought. She was going to be moving house.
You were moving.
Yeah, but it will have a lot of problems with it, though. I don't know if she actually moved in the end.
No, it's Penny. It's not expensive compared to StreamYard. And if you email them, they will 9 times out of 10 cut you a deal. Whereas when I try to cut a deal with StreamYard, they didn't want to know.
Until 6 months later, when they suddenly realised that you hadn't bitten and they offered you a better package.
Well, I know so many people have stopped using StreamYard now because of what they did, so they must be losing money. They can't. But would I go back? I don't know. They did have one thing that beats EV Mux, and that was the ability for people who join you on your stream to click one button to be able to stream to their channel. Whereas with EVMux, it's way more complicated than that. You need the stream key and the this and then that to put into it to do it. And Scott was the only person who could be bothered to do it on my channel, so that's why we're streaming on Scott's as well. Oh, hang on, I'm missing chat out here. There we go. Dan actually says local elections, but pointless, as they're on about abolishing district and country councils and making more unitary authorities. Penny's Pit Stop says no sign of a move. Been packed up, ready to go for nearly 6 months now. Oh,
Yes, it's before Christmas.
Right.
This is meant to be moving before Christmas.
Yeah.
Dan Usher says one of my sources has told me that the process is already started. What, with bringing down the price of StreamYard? I'm guessing that's what we're on about.
Well, it's like I said to you, it's worth a conversation with them. Because not everybody pays the same.
Yeah, absolutely. But I think since they got their new ownership fully, I've not heard of anyone getting a deal apart from you, Carl.
By that time, I think the panic had set in with them realising that, oh, blimey, all these small streamers have gone.
Dave McBill, oh, thanks for staying with us, Dave. Appreciate it, mate. Dave McBill says, night, guys. I have to go now. I've just realised I need to take my medication. Great stream tonight. Catch you on the next one. Thank you. Thank you, Dave. Anytime you feel like joining us, by the way, on the platform, just let me know and I'll ping you an email.
Yep. Take care, Dave.
See you, Dave.
See you later, Dave. And good luck.
Okay. Dan was referring to the unitary authorities, which, there we go. Everyone's saying bye-bye to Dave. And that is the chat caught up with. Get in there.
See? And if you're from Birmingham, the reason your bins aren't being collected is because it's Biden's fault.
That's the point. Are they still not cleaned up all them bins?
Not as far as I'm aware.
God, Birmingham must be buried by now.
That's wishful thinking, Terry.
Hang on a minute. Isn't Judgy from Birmingham?
Telford.
Yeah.
Hi, Michelle.
Evening.
Hello, Michelle.
The Telford songs in the background.
All night, for God's sake.
I didn't see you. Your camouflage onesie matches your desk.
I haven't even got that on.
Ooh. that's either a good thing, Carol, or a bad thing.
That could have sounded really dodgy. I was about to say what you're wearing.
Yeah, not a onesie, that's for certain. Yeah.
Dan actually said Birmingham is a fine example of a unitary authority.
Just takes you back to the 70s, doesn't it?
What
the
heat
waves, bins.
Yeah, next thing you know, there'll be power cuts, Carol.
I was just about to say that.
Right, remind me, who's on tonight then?
You.
Because we've got to go.
Oh.
What? Oh, you can't do that to me. I'm in the group.
It's 8 o'clock, Carol.
Mm-hmm.
Where's JC gone? JC's got all the information on there.
It's no. Well,
Moz is doing a members only stream.
Yeah, but that's members only. That's posh.
Yeah, that's it that I know of. Apart from
No
that,
one's up for a freebie.
no.
Wait a minute. Is
Me,
not
yeah.
is Nunu not doing a live doing a stream tonight?
Is Nunu not on TikTok or Twitch?
The Plastic Alchemist. Is he not on tonight? 9:00.
Not sure if he does it on Twitch.
He's been doing it on YouTube lately. I have seen videos.
Oh, he did do it.
Okie dokie, let's go!
Where are we going?
Okay.
What's happening?
Come on. Stupid camera. Right, why are you doing that?
Because you're in control of the buttons. That's why.
My tank's got a cannon there. So
Way!
That's Biden's fault.
that's Biden's fault.
Right, so glad you guys got something done on tonight's show, because I got nothing done, as usual. Right, guys, I've got to thank everyone for joining us on the panel tonight. Panzercat, Scott, Marcus, Carl, Bob, and Sparky. Thank you so much. Everyone watching on Rumble, Twitch, and the 2 YouTube channels, Scott's and mine. Please don't forget, if you're not subscribed to Marcus, Carl, Scott, Panzer, Bob, and Sparky, the links are in the description to tonight's video. Head over there, show a bit of appreciation for what we're doing. Doesn't cost anything. These shows are all free at all times. So it costs you now to hit the subscribe button, costs you nothing to drop a thumbs up on a few of the videos, and absolutely zero cost for hitting the notifications to tell you when we're on and give you something to watch every night. Carl?
Carl,
I'm just buffing it up a bit.
you're using the wrong grit.
Yeah.
A bit better. Let's shine on that.
Yeah, go for a 2000 grit.
Yes, that's the one you put the chipping on with, Carl.
Panzercat, when are you next on, my friend?
Let me think now. What day is it? I will next could be Tuesday, Monday evening with yourself. Assuming you're doing a stream on Monday evening.
Thank you for that.
Failing that, it will be Tuesday afternoon with JC Bricks and Builds. I will be finishing off the Lego build, hopefully pretty good. And also I will be on Philip Prime on Prime Time on Tuesday evening.
Another great show. Philip Prime's Prime Time. Very fun.
And I will be on my dinner.
Scott, you haven't done a live stream for ages, mate. When are you going to throw one in?
I'm not sure at this moment.
Okay, mate.
Yeah.
Marcus, my friend, when are you next live, buddy? I know the answer to the question, but I'm asking for everybody else.
Yeah, no worries. So for me, my live is on Saturday at 10 p.m. UK time.
Will we be able to catch you on John Alex tomorrow?
Yes.
Right, brilliant.
That's the plan. Yeah, definitely. And yours on Saturday morning.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Carl, when are you next live, buddy?
Saturday with you.
Okay, when's your next live?
My next live's next Wednesday at 1:00.
That's too far away.
Yeah, we've still got one on Sunday.
And obviously, my favourite stream of the week, sorry everyone, but it is because it's so laid back and I love it, is Michelle's Crafting Corner at 11 o'clock on Sunday. Please try and join us for that. It is really laid back, and it is what the modelling thing is about. We get stuff done, and it's crafters and makers from every single genre that there is, just about, from dotty dots to models to Lego to knitting, you name it, it can be on there. It's just great. So thank you everyone in the chat as well for joining us. Superstars. We're going to get out of here, and I'm going to leave you a little bit of a teaser for our Saturday show. If I can find it. Where's it gone?
You probably haven't saved it.
You probably muted it.
I found it. Bye everyone.
Bye.
You can press it now.
Little History 2392. Streaming live Mondays, Thursdays, and Saturdays.
check this out.
Jesus Christ! I warned you. I've done it again. I warned you, but did you listen to me? Oh, no, you knew it all, didn't you?
Woodsman, there's a moose about this hoose.
Volvo. We build them the way we build them because we have to.
It's not unusual.